Hello, everybody.
What's up?
Are we on?
Hello?
Think we're on? Okay,
Wait,
cool.
we're
We're on. Sweet. All right, welcome back to Scott Radio. I'm Ryan Pavelski.
I'm Ryan Cannister.
I'm Stratton.
I'm Trace Reynolds.
Oh yeah. Quick note: everybody get like 3 fingers away from that
gotcha.
mic. We should have done this
Real close
beforehand,
to
but
the
you
mic.
you guys know Madmen On Air. We play a little fast and loose. As you know, Ryan Cannister, a fellow leader of the team.
Yes.
Like myself, and I bet you heard a couple new voices there, a couple
Oh, get
fresh
happy.
faces, but you don't see them because radio, it's magic. Would you guys like to introduce yourself? Do a little bit of like who you are, where you come from, what's your role?
Mo, you're more
Mhm.
interesting than me, so
Oh
you go first.
no. Okay, I'm Mo. I'm from Alaska, which is pretty interesting in
Very
and of
cool.
itself. Yeah. We don't ride moose. We call snowmobiles snow machines. And I've lived there my entire life.
Very nice.
I also have my motorcycle license, which is a fun fact to tell people.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, very nice. And swords, correct?
I
Ooh.
have 4. Only one
Oh
of
my
them is
God.
only one of them's fight ready though.
Are any of them here?
I wish. No, actually, first day of like dorm introductions, we were going around to each of the RA's rooms, and one of my RAs definitely mentioned that swords were not allowed, and one of my floor mates said, "Why would anyone have a sword at college?"
You're just like,
And I just did not say anything.
Wait, did you
wow.
bring one?
No.
Wait, okay, so you said one was fight ready though?
Yeah, so
Like for real fighting?
theoretically, yes, it's sharp. It's
That's
from cold
crazy.
steel, so it's carbon steel. So that
Wow.
means it won't shatter.
What's it? Is it like a what kind of?
It's a rapier.
Sword? Ooh.
So it has a smaller hilt and handle and a really long skinny blade.
Very neato.
I know there's
Does-
some swords in the prop shed somewhere, I think. Have you seen them?
I have seen them.
Oh, are they up to your
Do they
standards?
suck? Are they just
Um,
garbage
Bad? What are
swords?
they? They're probably bad.
They're great for homemade swords.
Oh.
Wow, that is a
Oh,
roast.
roasted.
Dang. Wait, what are your other swords? I want to know the whole lowdown on the sword
Okay.
game.
I have 2 rapiers. Both of those were gifts. And then I have a broadsword, and I think it's Russian style. I got it from a pawn shop in Anchorage. And the guy said he found it in his attic, and he sold it to me for $70, which
Nice.
is really
that
good.
sounds like a steal. I don't know
Yeah.
sword
No,
prices.
that's really good
Wait, so
for
do you just
Um,
collect them, or do you also like know how to fight with them?
I've done stage combat, which is
my
different than fencing.
Okay.
Fencing is a little bit more like actual fighting. Stage combat looks cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
And
So cool.
then I have a cavalry sword, with like engravings on it, and that one
Dope.
you would never want to fight with that. It's like a wall hanging, but it looks cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Is it like those bent ones that like
Yeah.
it's like got the curve
It's a
to
little
it?
curve.
Sick.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's meant for fighting on horseback.
Nice.
Wow. Follow that trace.
Yeah, Trace.
I can solve a Rubik's Cube.
Oh,
that's, like, pretty cool. That's, like both of those are cooler than anything that like
Yeah,
Ryan
like-
or I would say.
Well, our facts are garbage.
Do you have a
I-
Rubik's
I
Cube
had-
on campus?
Yes.
Can you bring it to rehearsal tomorrow?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
Wait, how fast can you solve it?
Probably like under 2 minutes.
Whoa.
Yeah, probably about under,
Under 2 minutes, that's not bad at all.
Are you listening to the show right now?
I'm gonna see if I
Yeah.
can hear us via the.
Why
Not
do you-
come through the.
Why do you
Not
need
come
to
through
hear-
the speakers.
Why do you need to hear us
Actually,
through the
can you check
speaker?
the headsets if we're coming through the headset?
We're having a conversation.
Hey,
right?
but if we're not broadcasting, then there's like no point.
I
Yeah.
don't hear through the I'm getting the thumbs up though, so
Okay,
yeah,
alright.
We're broadcasting. Don't you
Okay.
worry.
All right. Cool.
Trace, yes.
I had a sword. I went to the Renaissance Festival and I
Ooh.
bought one, and I carried it around with me around the house because I loved it. And the hilt was coming loose, and I looked up. I went on a website called Sword Forum,
Wow.
and I checked, and I was like, the hilt's loose, and they were like, oh, you can just tighten it with your hand. And so I tried to tighten it, and the plastic hilt just snapped, and the whole thing just fell apart.
Huh.
And so I haven't used it since. And that was a terrible moment in my life.
I'm so
Wow.
sorry.
Thanks.
I have like a wooden sword That's like from Japan. It's like a katana. It's like from like like I was over there. I was like, yeah, we're this freaking sword factory like workshop. It was like a workshop. It was pretty dope. And I was like, well, I'm gonna pick something up. And I got like my dad and I swords, and it's like engraved, and it's got like wisdom on it. Yeah. And I think his swords has like strength, or it might be power, but it might be courage. Whatever it is, it's like one of the thirds of the Triforce. Mine's
I've used a quarterstaff before. That's like the only stage combat I've done with like a weapon. I've done other stage combat, but not.
nice.
Yeah. It was in Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I played a badger. Big fight scene at the end.
No, you were not the badger.
I was you're thinking of the beaver.
Yeah, I
But
was thinking of the beaver.
I was a badger. Like
Oh, rough.
a role that was made up so that everyone could have a part.
Ooh.
Did you have any,
Man.
like, were there lines?
Yeah,
or
no,
were
there
you-
were lines.
Where were your lines?
Yeah.
I don't know. They were mostly stuff like, "What is he doing here?" Like, for Narnia, like.
Was that your badger
Shadow
voice?
Cry. Yeah, it was just like it was in 6th grade, so it was just me
Oh.
being like, yeah. Mostly like
Wow.
reactions to like things that like.
Probably your best role, honestly.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like the high school play. It was like community theater, but it was like the high schoolers. It was like their show, and the middle school play
Mhm.
was like in the fall, and then the high school play was in the spring. But like the middle schoolers got to be like ensemble characters. So like.
And you guys also have done theater, correct?
Yes.
What are some roles that you have played? Because Ryan kind of peaked with Badger, so he hasn't played anything really.
Yeah,
It's all
since
downhill
then.
from there. I was Oz in The Wizard of Oz.
Oh my god.
You were like
Yeah.
the whole country.
Yes.
You
I was the
laid
whole
down.
land.
And, wow,
The whole land was me.
that's awesome.
I was
And-
just saying that she's done the Wizard of Oz 3 times.
Oh,
Who
you
has?
poor soul.
Me.
No, you've done the Wizard of Oz 3 times.
I have. I don't want to do it ever again. It was great the 3 times I did it, and I'm very done.
Wow, I bet.
Were you the same character every time?
For 2 of the shows, yeah.
What character?
A munchkin.
Nice.
Oh.
What
Yep.
about the third time?
I was a house stage manager.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's really good.
When did both of you do the Wizard of Oz? Like what ages?
I was a sophomore in high school.
Wow, so like something
Yeah,
recent.
it was fairly
Like-
recent.
Like we were freshmen and we were sophomores and wait, how old would we
If
have been?
he was a sophomore, we
sophomore.
were
freshmen.
freshmen.
Freshmen into college. Wow, perspective, am I right?
Yeah, right? Wow, what a throwback. Jeez, that must feel like forever for you.
What? Yeah, sophomore in high school.
Oof.
Yeah,
It's been a long time.
Oh yeah, I still had the same sweater.
Hey, if it fits, it fits.
I wear so much of my stuff from high school.
Oh, he wears a ton,
my
like
whole wardrobe is
middle school sometimes. We were going through some old videos, and it's like that outfit he would still wear. And he might. It might be the same shirt.
I feel like I have like a full wardrobe of like t-shirts and like sweaters and stuff, but I wear like 4 of them.
Oh yeah,
collectively.
it's like the same
Mhm.
thing.
I
like,
never
every-
use a majority of my clothes.
Yeah.
It's like some of your clothes are like battle ready, and others you would never wear out in public because they're engraved.
Yeah.
and very rare and expensive.
Yeah, some are like cavalry shirts.
Yeah, cavalry
You
shirts.
can't just wear those.
like
Those
the
are,
ones with
hang
like
'em up over
the
fireplace
curve,
shirts.
yeah, like the bend.
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
exactly.
very nice.
Can't wear that out.
Yeah, I would actually like to kick off our first segment.
Okay.
It's actually our first segment of the year because we did no official segments last episode. So, welcome to our first segment. I'm calling it nicknames. That's our first
Okay.
segment, and the reason I'm calling it nicknames is because you guys are nicknamed Mo and Trace. You go by Mo and Trace,
Ah.
but those aren't
Yep.
nicknames. And last year, and previous years, I've gone by Pav, which is a nickname. And Ryan, his nickname is.
Ryan.
And see, that's where he just lost the segment. See, the whole segment is we're coming up with nicknames for things or people that don't already have nicknames.
But you all have
And we're gonna
nicknames.
start with Ryan. Ryan,
Ryan.
what would be a great nickname for Ryan? It doesn't have to be a pun off his name or anything. It can be, but it can just be like What's Ryan's secret nickname?
Can I answer?
We're gonna workshop it. We're gonna figure it out. Yeah.
So I've gotten so Rye. Don't call me Rye. Like I'm not a Rye. Rye guy. That's even worse.
Rye
that's
guy's a
even
classic.
Worse.
I've called you Rye guy.
Oh yeah, if it's like.
It's kind of like a Ryan understanding.
Rysosceles triangle. I hear that all the
Never
time.
heard
that's
that
good.
one.
No, don't. But like I've thought of it before.
That's a good one.
Has anyone actually called you that?
No, I never.
Wow, that's a
Can
quality.
we call you that? I enjoy that.
Yeah.
Rysosceles triangle.
You kind of set yourself up for that
No.
one. Now it's like it's preserved.
Rye Guy McFly, RC Hammer.
Yep.
That's my PS4 gamer tag.
It is. Plays a lot of Fortnite. This one. We'll get back to it though.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
We'll get back to that. Maybe let's get into it right now.
No,
we'll
we're
get
doing
back to it, we'll get
nicknames.
back to it.
We're doing
Okay, yeah,
nicknames.
keep going.
Yeah. So those are pretty good. What are some other names that we're thinking for old Ryan Cannister?
Can I say one?
Yeah,
I have another nickname. No, I have a nickname for Mo because I've been thinking like
Oh,
at the
no.
first
I
show.
missed
You know,
out.
the first show we introduce sometimes will be like Ryan, the guy, like Pavelski, or some
Yeah.
names. I was thinking like one for Mo could be like Venmo Stratton.
Oh.
Like-
Wow.
Or like
Ah,
Mo money, Mo problems.
I've heard that one
Stratton.
since I've been here.
Wow.
Venmo or Mo Money, Mo Problems?
Both,
Mm-mm.
either.
I've heard more money, more problems.
Oh,
But you haven't heard Venmo?
Or
I have
like
not.
It's probably because
That
it's
one's good.
not.
Gone Without a Trace Reynolds.
Ah.
Oh, Gone Without Trace Reynolds is
Oh, I
actually
dig that.
not bad.
What's your Instagram's Uno Dos Trace, right?
Yeah.
Which is pretty fantastic. That's
Yeah.
like
Thank
a
you.
good
Thank-
Instagram.
Yeah, I got called that a lot. So was
I
like,
hit you with that follow today.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, dude.
I followed you way before you followed me.
Yeah, I was
Dude,
already.
I kind of missed your follow, so I like didn't
I was
know
already
how to get to
following.
your account. But then I saw it today. I was like, oh, he liked my post. So
I've been following Trace
I came
for
back
weeks.
at you.
Yeah.
nice.
Ryan Can Opener has been on my.
Oh,
account for a
can
long
opener's
time now.
not
Can
half
opener?
bad.
Say that.
Ryan Cannister, the Manister.
Ooh.
Mm.
Thoughts?
I like that.
I don't mind it.
Canister the Manister.
Bannister.
Some in high school, sometimes I'd go by Rycan. Well, I never went by that, but
That's
that was just like
rough.
a nickname, like
Wow.
Mm.
Rycan. It was more my sister. Her name is Casey with a K, so she would go. Her nickname was like K Can sometimes.
Nice.
It's more her thing.
Did you ever get Rhino?
No, never.
Wow, I had Rhino.
Did you ever get
Yeah,
Rhino?
I
We
got
have
Rhino.
the same name.
Yeah. Rye bread.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah, I got rye bread. Rye. Yeah, those are like the main Ryan ones. All right. So we've done everybody in the
Get
room.
Brian all the time.
Yeah, Brian's on
I
a
mean,
nickname.
like,
It's
on
just a
accident.
horrible
It's not a
mistake that
nickname,
if
it's
you
just-
make it actually hurts a lot.
I'm a fanister of canister.
Ooh, that one's just kind of a slogan,
Yeah.
which I do
That's
like.
not much of a nickname.
We can make
Oh,
slogans.
When I was younger,
segment.
I had the joke that like if I ever was famous, I'd be like Cannister.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm glad that joke
that like
has
may
kind
have
of
been
fallen
that,
by
like,
the
may have been my
wayside.
Minecraft username.
It should have been
Cannistar.
It like may have
Star.
been.
Cannistar.
Which
Yeah.
is so like.
It's so perfect.
That's great.
All right, so we've done everybody in this room. How about Gordon College? Now Gordon's already got a couple nicknames. It's got the Gord. It's got
Gordo.
Gordy,
I
Gordo.
call it Gordo sometimes.
Yeah, I've never heard it called the Big G, but I'm sure
GC.
somebody does.
GC.
Yeah. Goko.
Gordo. Goko, yeah.
Yeah. Now what are some fresh ones?
What me and my roommate do, I guess it's not really a nickname, but a lot of the time we just say Gordon College in a thick Bostonian accent. It's Gordon College.
Gordon
Gordon
College.
College. That's good.
Yeah, I mean, it's not, I don't know if you'd qualify
I-
it as a nickname.
I don't know if it would fit into the segment, but it's pretty
It's
good.
the
I'll
first
give
thing
it
that
to
came
you.
my mind.
Hey, and that's improv, right? Right?
Oh, yeah,
right. Improvised comedy. Mo, what are some Gordon College?
Man, the first thing that came
Nicknames.
to my mind was Gordon Boredom, but that's kind of mean.
Oh.
Gordon Boredom, or like Borden College?
Yeah.
Yeah, oof. Get roasted by Mo, Gordon.
Isn't it crazy how like we all chose to come to Gordon like when looking at schools? Like this was the one that we're like, yeah, we're going to.
Yeah.
We're like, yeah, we're going here. And now that we're all here, we just like roast it all the time.
It's like any college you go to, you
Yeah,
have
right.
to roast. It's like it's the thing that like literally like gives you life and like sustains you. and you have to hate it. Like you can't like love your college, especially not for 4 years. Jeez,
We pay
I'm not
large
made of
sums of money.
steel. Yeah,
be here.
large sums of money to roast
still
the
roast the
heck out of
college.
this place.
I heard a fun fact the other day that if you die or if you're like hit by a car or something on campus while you're going to school here, the school will refund your tuition up to that point.
To who? Your family?
Yeah, your family.
I've heard that if you die, if your roommate dies, you get free room and board for the year. Yeah.
Interesting.
Gosh, that's awful.
I know
I'll
it's a
keep
kind of a
that in
weird
mind.
kind of, makes you think. Makes you think, Joe. You listening? Yeah. All right. What are some other places that need nicknames?
Scott Radio.
Scott Radio does need a nickname because too
Yeah.
many people have just been calling it Scott Radio. That's so long and cumbersome.
Scotty Rad.
Scotty Rad.
Scotty Rad.
Sco Rad.
Just
Go Rad. Ooh.
Ooh, gonna go over to Sco Rad. That sounds awful.
Just like sound studio show.
Yes, Sound Studio Show is a perfect nickname for Scott Radio.
Okay,
Rolls off
no.
the
Oh,
tongue.
here's just the studio. Like, oh, do you have a show in the studio? Like, this should be referred to as just the studio.
Ooh.
Like, oh, you're doing Scott Radio in the studio? Or like, oh yeah, I'm headed over to the studio right now. I got a show.
Nice.
That's pretty
studio.
nice.
That does sound pretty
Right,
good.
the studio.
Or you're just like, oh, you got a show on air?
It's like, oh, sorry,
You
I
on
couldn't.
air?
I couldn't talk. I was in the studio.
Yeah, I'm on air. I got a project.
I'm in the studio.
Working on a
Where?
little thing. I'm on air. So
Where's that at?
Oh, it's on air. So
In where though?
it's in like a little like booth. But
And what's
it's on
that?
air.
What's that booth called?
So it's called the Scott Radio
Oh
booth.
my God, okay. Yeah, I thought that you were okay. Never mind.
No, see, I'm trying to make on air a thing. You're trying to make in the
The
studio
studio?
a thing. What if we combine them though?
On air in the studio.
That sounds
oh,
like- ooh,
I feel like
That's
this is what it
very
already is.
fancy.
Yeah, that's like longer than Scott Radio.
Yeah. What are some nicknames for Sweaty-Tooth?
Oh, okay. This one actually very serious. I have been, I don't know, low key cooking up. Like maybe we could change the name. I don't know. 20th anniversary.
20th anniversary, me
We
too.
are selling out. Might as well change the name too. I don't know.
Now's the time to do it.
Well, what was the name? I thought you got a name.
Oh, I was just thinking of shortening it to
Uh-oh.
Sweaty-Tooth.
Oh, just Sweaty-Tooth.
Yeah, just like making it like Sweaty-Tooth.
I've been like doing
um,
that recently. I feel like whenever I send out an email, I usually just say like Sweaty-Tooth or like, oh, the Sweaty-Tooth show.
I also think we could like rebrand, just like new logo, new kind of.
I would
vibes.
love for our color to be green, but Exit 17 already has green.
I
So
thought yellow and black and yellow were color.
No,
I
I do,
would
but
love
you're
it to
saying you
be
want a
like
different color.
lavender.
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 Like if we did like a lavender and white were our colors, like
I feel
that
like
would be my jam.
Yellow though is because like yellow teeth. I thought that's what I always
Gross.
thought. Yeah,
Oh,
no,
that's-
right?
I
That's
thought it
not
was
a
just
pleasant
yellow because like
image.
yellow and black they're good looking colors, bright,
I always thought it was yellow.
like
'cause,
stage lights.
Oh, I thought it was like gross, like yellow teeth.
Now we have to
like-
get a new color because you've ruined it. For
Yeah.
me.
But the yellow, I
um,
already bought so much yellow.
Yeah, you
stuff.
really did, and you've ruined it all. Thank you so much, Ryan. All right, so 2 new things. Now we have to come up with a new color scheme for Scott
Okay.
Radio.
For
3
Scott
new
Radio?
things. No, Sweaty-Tooth.
Okay.
New color scheme, new logo, new name.
Oh, you know what we should get tie dye.
Ooh.
Oh,
Tie-dye.
great,
tie-dye
great
shirts.
option. Also, we're moving
That's-
away from nicknames, and I want real, like, new names.
For
Okay.
Sweaty Tooth.
Yeah, we're doing.
like if someone was like, "Oh, Sweaty Tooth is like there's copyright claims against
Yeah,
it," you have to change.
you have to come up with a
name.
new
Mm.
improv comedy
Oh.
for Gordon College name.
Oh
Does
my
it have to be
God.
related to Sweaty Tooth, or can it just
No,
be something
No,
totally
it-
different?
This
like,
is your
can't be
opportunity to be fresh.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Shoot.
I know it's a bit of a challenge.
My improv group in high school was called Impulse, and I came up with that, and it took like so long to come up with that because we couldn't think of a name, and so I was just like Impulse.
That sounds like a really bad fitness center.
It does.
Like, not gonna be Impulse. What are some other ones? What are some more like fanciful names?
Fanciful names
Fanciful.
for improv.
I'm glad we didn't have to like come up with the name 20 years ago.
Right? That must have
How
been a
did
lot
they even
of
come
on
up
their
with
shoulders.
Sweaty-Toothed Madmen?
It's from Dead
Well,
Poets
no,
Society.
yeah,
We
but
could
like,
show you that clip.
I don't
so
know.
No,
hopefully
I know
then-
that.
One of-
I meant like what prompted them to choose Dead Poet Society and this.
One of them
Well,
must have
I
just
wasn't
liked
there
them.
20 years ago, so I can't
One of them-
exactly say.
One of them must have just liked the movie. I'm guessing.
Or they saw it recently and they're like, "Oh, dang, that's it! Like that
Yeah.
sounds
Mm.
awesome."
It's pretty good. We always get
It
compliments
is.
on it whenever we go to the College Comedy Festival
It's a
in Boston.
good name.
Every year, you're like, oh my gosh, I love your name.
And you go there and like their other names like, "Oh, we're Improv Palooza," or "Oh, we're with Improvanity," or like we're big improv,
Yeah, usually, most of them are a play off of like the word improv, and then we're just like, we're the Sweaty-Toothed Madmen.
But then there's also some great teams out there like Shenanigans. Shout out to Shenanigans. I know you guys probably aren't listening to this silly radio show, but you guys are the greatest improv team out there on the North Shore. Second only. No.
I've got
We
a
are
name.
second
I've got
to
a
you.
name. I've
We're
got a
second
name.
to you. Yeah.
The Make 'em Ups,
Oh,
The make 'em up.
Like, that's
okay.
funny, right?
I like the make 'em ups.
or like off the cuff. Oh, they're
Ooh.
flying now. They're flying now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
keep
thinking
going.
off the top.
Off the
Off
top.
the top.
Yep,
right,
yep.
Yeah.
Just a little off the top.
Off the top.
off the top.
That sounds very fancy.
Like
Does.
light bulb improv.
Don't have
You were
improv
doing
in it.
so well.
No,
so well.
that could be good branding.
Yeah, no, right? Like light bulb improv. Like
Self-explanatory. You know what to put on the
the lights are
posters.
going on next week at our first improv.
It could
show
just
of
be
the
like
year.
the big Einsteins.
The big Einstein.
Something just really obscure.
As
right?
the big Einsteins as opposed to
The little
Einsteins.
Yeah,
Yep.
because we're the big Einsteins. And we could still use the light bulb in the logo.
Right.
So.
The brain train.
The brain train. Then we'd be
'Cause
like a
we
really
have
nerdy
brain.
improv group.
It sounds like a math derby team.
A
Does
math
sound like a
derby
math
te-
derby
Math
team.
derby?
Yeah.
What is math
Improv.
derby?
Improvology.
All right, that's okay. Back to math derby.
Yeah.
Mo, would you like to speak to
I want to
math
unpack
derby?
that statement a little bit.
It's where you get a team and you solve math problems quickly. They do it in elementary schools. I don't know. I did it in elementary school.
Like Mean Girls. Speaking of which, it's Mean Girls Day, October 3rd.
Yes.
It's also National Boyfriend Day.
Yes.
Oh.
Oof. Good. My dad said that your nickname could be Jarhead.
Why?
Because, like, I guess, like, Cannister?
Oh.
I
Made me
see
laugh.
that.
I don't know. It's kind of funny.
Listen,
When I
I
think
appreciate the nickname, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
Whatever, Jarhead.
it just
Um,
sticks. When
so
I
yeah.
think of derbies, I think of like monster trucks destroying each other.
See, I think of, like, big hats and, like, lots of money and horses and, like,
Oh.
loud horns.
Yeah, I can see that. I don't
You
know.
guys watch the Kentucky Derby?
I've
No.
never seen it like
It's
once
like,
or something.
it's like a lot of fun, and it's fun to like do very small bets with friends or family and like win.
Oh yeah.
Great. Just like anything where you can make like money off of gambling is fun.
What?
Now it's on air.
Recorded forever.
Speaking of
Yeah,
losing money,
kids.
how about Fortnite?
Oh yeah, now it is time to
Jeez.
bring it back. All right, so this guy right here, Ryan Cannister, I am pointing that doesn't work for radio. This guy, Ryan Cannister over here, plays so much Fortnite, and he doesn't just stop at playing. He goes and spends just a lot of spends some money.
Yeah, some
Spends some, okay.
I've spent some money on the
Quite a
game
lot.
that's free.
Yeah, and he's made this free game very not free for himself. That being said, it is a lot of fun. And it is a lot of fun to spend
You
money
play
on.
it too,
but
and you
oh no,
spend
I was
money
saying,
on the
do
game
you guys
too.
play a little bit of
Do
the
they play?
Fortnite?
Play Fortnite?
Oh, I dabble.
Oh, you
dabble?
dabble.
Oh.
I mean, I got
Trace
the
is our
battle
fourth
pass.
man.
You got
Trace-
the battle for
Yeah,
this
I
season?
bought the no, not this season.
But for over the summer.
Yeah, the last season.
You
Oh, Trace is our fourth man.
You get the Ragnarok skin?
No, no, I did not.
Well,
I'm
yeah,
rem-
cool. Me neither.
yeah, me neither either.
I'm remarkably bad, but I still think it's
You
extremely
can't
fun.
can't
be worse than our current fourth man. So we would love to have you audition for the team.
Oh, I audition?
There's
There's
a little.
auditions?
Well, no, you probably just get it if you can play
What's your gamer tag?
a little bit more than.
Oh, you don't have to say it on air if you don't want.
Is it
No, I can say it on
appropriate?
air. Yeah, it is appropriate. I made it when I was 12. It's Tracer953.
Oh, that's not like Racer.
It's not like an Overwatch thing, right? Because Overwatch wasn't a thing yet.
No, Overwatch had not existed at that point.
Do you spell it like the Overwatch Tracer?
Yeah, I was Tracer before Tracer was.
Wait, that's awesome. I bet a ton of people think it's because of like Tracer, like for Overwatch.
I've gotten it before.
I'm so sorry.
gotten that
Do you
before.
like Overwatch?
I do. I dabble in Overwatch a little bit.
Yeah, my roommate.
I'm a
likes Overwatch
dabbler.
A lot.
Yeah.
Do you play Tracer?
I tried, and I desperately wanted to, but I'm so bad.
Tracer's hard, man. Tracer's not like how you think she's gonna be like Scout from TF2. Not the same. Scout from TF2, that was my class, dude. Hours and like hundreds into the old Scout.
the old scout.
But Overwatch classic.
How far did you get in the battle pass this summer?
Oh,
You get drift. You got drift, right? The drift skin.
drift, like the whole
That was
thing.
the first
It's the
skin.
cat one, like the.
I stopped before I got the mask.
Oh wow.
I never got the mask.
Well, you can still keep
You can
unlocking
yeah,
it.
you
Yeah.
Can you?
XP keeps going.
XP
Yeah.
for that one.
Yeah. That's why when I got Ragnarok near the end of the season, it's
A week ago.
yeah, I can still finish unlocking the rest of Ragnarok. Yeah.
Dang.
Here's
So.
the thing. It's a fun game.
It's a
No,
fun
it
game.
is.
It's still
Now,
fun.
if I had to put like a, I don't know, like a price tag on like how fun it is, like where would I stop? I'd probably be like, all right, it's like, I would say maybe like $40 of, well, $30 of fun. Now Ryan would probably say it's a little bit higher than $30 of fun, or you know, his account would say $30 of fun. Am I right? Mo, I feel like we've kind of left
Now
you
that
out. I
we've
don't know.
isolated
No,
you from
you're
the
good.
conversation, have you played Fortnite?
Yeah,
I-
what are your video game experiences?
Very limited.
Mm.
My parents didn't. I just didn't play video games as a kid.
That's fair.
So
That's fair. Yeah.
yeah.
Alaska got way cooler things than video games.
See,
Not cornfields though.
No.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
of course.
weird
I didn't really
fact.
play video games when I was a kid either, so I feel like now that I have like access, I'm just like
You're making up for lost
making
time.
up for lost. I mean, I had a Game Boy,
Big
but like
drinks.
my parents never bought us like a console. Well, we had a Wii, but like
Everyone had.
But you just
everyone
didn't
had a
game.
Wii.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
didn't
not
go
like
so
a-
hard.
they
Yeah,
wouldn't let me get like an Xbox or
exactly.
My
So-
dad had a PSP and we played Star Wars games on it, and that was the
Ooh.
best.
That's so fun. So
Yeah.
you did play some video games.
That is the
That's the
only
extent.
and
That's
like
all
the
of it.
Wii, but like
Okay.
that doesn't.
Well,
Yeah.
no. Wii
And-
is-
and-
Why did everybody have a Wii?
the Wii was an amazingly marketed and like
'Cause
crazy well priced.
we're parents.
Like
Were
Mhm.
parents just like, oh, this is like something that will keep my kids active and is fun for the whole family?
Nintendo had no
Yes.
idea what they had done with the Wii. It was they granted they like probably underpriced it, but they still made it. Their stocks went insane.
Oh my god!
Like
I bet.
I mean, they're working their way back. I think they might have surpassed it again, but they went pretty low for a while. But the Wii was huge for them. Like it was a cultural phenomenon. Pretty much like no video game console has done since, which is
Whoa.
great. I remember like around the time when it came out, any party you were at, it was like, oh, is there gonna be like a Wii here? Like, somebody, like bring and then you like find out, oh, frick, somebody brought their Wii. Like,
And
are we
there's
gonna play
always, like-
boxing?
There's
Like,
always that one guy who's just like, I'm like really good at boxing. Like, golf's kind of my thing. Like, we
Yeah,
can play
yeah.
some golf. Like,
it's like a lot of people are good at boxing. Whatever. I'm actually quite good at tennis. Weirdly enough, just no big deal. If anyone wants to be my second, like I'm okay, but like I'll carry the team. It's whatever.
yeah.
It's
You were
fine.
saying something else though about the Wii or something, video games.
Oh, video games. No, I also in like arcades. My dad and I once did a Terminator thing,
Nice.
and it was going super well. We were killing it, and then the game stalled out, and the Terminator was stuck in the position of like attacking the screen,
Oh.
and it was like flashing red, and it was mildly traumatizing.
So it was like haunted then, yeah.
yeah.
Oh my! I can see
Yeah.
like the
Haunted
fear
arcade
and
machine.
sadness in your eyes. Like it's real. I love the arcade. There's one in my hometowns called Robot City Arcade. Shout out. And they are fantastic, man. It's just like so good. Like kick it with your friends. Like play some pinball. Play some like Street Fighter. It's all great. So you play like mobile games or anything? Like how many games on the old phone?
Jetpack Joyride.
Oh,
That's a
Oh,
classic.
wow.
Jetpack Joyride is popping off, man.
I've gone through the game like 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quality.
In the last couple of months.
This
Oh, wow.
honestly, I remember like freshman year, I was like all over like mobile games. I was like, I don't know anybody, so I'm gonna play these phone games.
It's good for flying because it doesn't need Wi-Fi or data.
Important, yeah,
Yeah.
because you've probably been flying quite a bit.
Yeah.
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 Cool beans. All right, let's move on. Let's move on past video games, past the old Fortnite, past Jetpack Joyride, past the arcade, to another important segment of the show, sponsors. We have to thank our sponsors for this episode. Everybody go around and thank your favorite sponsor of the show. I'll start. First of all, thank you, Wheaties. Wheaties, your sponsorship means a lot to me. We love having like a healthy cereal, a healthy breakfast of champions. Really just like being there for us, Wheaties, just like full of grains, full of nutrients. Just really love your cereal. We are hoping to get featured on the box. We know we're not exactly athletes, but we really think we could bring in a lot of revenue for you guys. So thank you, Wheaties, once again. Just, maybe hook us up on that way. We're hooking up with, the number one spot on Scott Radio. No big deal. So thank you, Wheaties. Ryan?
What is happening, you guys? You know we gotta thank our sponsor, Fortnite Battle Royale by Epic Games. It is popping off. It's mad out there. It's absolutely mad. There's a new Sweaty-Toothed Madmen skin. You gotta go buy a PS4. Spend $400 to get the skin. It is hype. It is absolutely hype. Gotta give a huge shout out to Epic Games. It's lit, guys.
Your Ali A impression might be banned from the show forever. Mo, our next sponsor.
Calvin Klein socks. We really want to thank Calvin Klein
Calvin
socks
Klein.
for all of your sponsorship to us tonight specifically. Yeah, just big shout out to Calvin Klein socks.
What do you like about Calvin Klein socks? Because I know my reasons. I was just wondering yours.
Texture, a lot of socks will get holes in them really quickly, and
Yeah.
Calvin Klein socks just don't. Also, it's great for when you are in like a movement class and you have to take off your shoes and you can show off that brand label on them.
Ooh, thank you, Calvin Klein, for that brand recognition. Not bland. You guys are fiery.
Oh.
Now, Trace.
Tide Pods.
Tide Pods.
Since I've gotten since I've gotten to college for the first time, I've had to use Tide Pods. And you remember those jokes from a couple months ago?
Yeah.
Well, they're back, and they haven't gotten old yet.
Oh, no. I mean, it's good that we have, like, two foods sponsoring us this week.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
One, I would say a healthy, delicious breakfast cereal. And
The other
another
is
is
Wheaties.
Wheaties. Yeah, obviously. No disrespect, Wheaties. Yeah, to all the kids listening to the show, like, gambling, super cool. Eating Tide Pods, even
Great.
cooler somehow. So definitely get on that.
Use code SWEATY for 16% off.
Oh yeah,
your next purchase.
Tide.com/sweaty. Big one. Oh yeah, on
Big
the
savings.
on the website for Wheaties, the
Wheaties
Wheaties.com. Use promo code teeth. You'll get a free box in the mail. Fortnite skin. It's not free because Fortnite Epic Games just like could not hook you up. But it's still a Sweaty-Toothed skin. Still pretty neat. Is there a Calvin Klein promo code?
No.
All right, Calvin Klein. No worries, no disrespect.
We'll be doing a
It's
giveaway,
alright.
though. Be sure to
It's banned.
click that bell.
Hit that
Turn
bell.
notifications
Hit
on.
that subscribe button.
Check the description
Comment your
below.
favorite Fortnite dance move in the comments. What is your best victory royale? Take a picture, put it on the comments, and leave a like, you guys. I'll give you 1,000 billion V-Bucks.
Like he's what is that? He's just stealing people's money, though. Really? What was that? Was that the text from the president?
No, I almost did an emergency call.
Oh.
Yeah, I must have been like holding the buttons in
Yikes.
that way that you totally can.
Oh, yikes.
Good tip though, if you have an iPhone, you can hold down like the power button or you can hold down the power button and it like reveals a little like hit the SOS swipe, and like if you're ever in a jam, you can like immediately call people. So yeah, fun fact. But I'm glad it was buzzing real hard to tell me like
I feel like
stop.
I feel like that wouldn't be useful in like a sensitive situation.
No,
Where you
Not
need
at
to
all.
there's got to be a way to do it a little bit
Necessarily.
more like on the
incognito.
DL. Yeah, maybe they knew I was in Scott Radio though.
Oh yeah, they're tracking your position.
Yeah,
at all
yeah,
times.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
The
yeah.
FBI
Or I was
agents
in
are.
the studio. Oh, my
Oh.
FBI agent. Oh, he's the best. Oh, such a good guy. Such a good guy.
I think that's the funniest joke. We were at Target one time. We were at like the self checkout, and there's like a camera like right where you're checking out, and it was like me, you, and Nick or Joe or somebody, and Ryan just like looks in the camera and he goes like, "So do you think that all of our FBI agents are friends too?"
Oh man, what a throwback. Oh yeah, Target. What are some stories you guys are hitting up in the air? Are you guys able to get off campus, or like are you guys pretty stuck?
My roommate has a car.
Oh,
Yeah,
crucial. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
So the only two places I've been to 3 places off campus. 1, Target.
Yep.
2, Buffalo Wild Wings.
Nice.
And 3, the Purple Scorpion,
What
a piercing and tattoo shop in Salem.
did
What?
you?
Did you get a tattoo?
Get
No.
A piercing?
No.
or
Did someone you
tat-
know get a tattoo?
My
or piercing?
friend needed to get a piercing removed and get like a new one.
Oh.
And
Was it infected?
no,
Okay, cool.
no, but we decided to go to the Purple Scorpion for whatever reason, and we drove to Salem, and we walked in, and there was just like it was very interesting decor.
Yep.
There was a poster of a clown throwing axes at a woman,
Mhm.
and then there was a man behind the counter. He had a cowboy hat, a button-up shirt with one of the sleeves removed, the other was still there.
Oh.
He had like wrist leather gauntlets, and then like jeans, and he looked up and he had like piercings like all over, just covering his entire face.
But like show the merchandise off. You
Yeah,
know?
I mean, yeah. He's a walking advertisement.
Was like the picture with the clown like an advertisement of like the procedure they do for the piercings? They just like chuck an axe at you, and it's
Very-
like if it stays, you got that. Like, that's
Very
your new
well could have
piercing.
been, yeah.
That's frightening.
The piercing room, the actual room they took you in to get pierced, there was a sign above the doorway that said torture room. Which was
What?
a tad bit disconcerting.
Yeah, just a bit. There's a piercing place at the Liberty Tree Mall, way like cleaner,
Yeah,
safer, just like probably better.
yeah, I've seen it. For whatever reason, we didn't go there. We went to the Purple Scorpion.
Never go back, please.
Yeah,
Like,
we don't plan on
For
it.
my sake, did they get it removed there?
Yeah, a guy walked out, and he had a split tongue. So it's like where they like cut his tongue
Yeah.
up the
Never
middle.
let somebody who has a split tongue operate on you.
Oh,
That's
we-
like rule number 1.
We did, and he had like fillings in his forehead, so it made it look like he had like horns.
Huh.
It was really something. But I mean, the piercing was good. They did a good job.
That's
Hey,
all that
I
matters.
hope
That's a
they
big
do.
plus.
Honestly, the Purple
Yeah.
Scorpion better be doing a good job.
Thank you to our sponsor, the Purple Scorpion.
Give the secret password STM to the guy in the half of a button-up shirt, and you'll get a free piercing, but not of your choice.
Yeah.
He selects the piercing, so
Right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
sorry in advance. Yeah, okay, that actually gives me a great idea. What have you guys ever considered like getting a tattoo or anything like that? And if so, what are some tattoo ideas that we have? Because I would like to talk about that.
I think tattoos are really cool.
Yeah,
They're pretty awesome.
me too. There's some neato tattoos out there.
Yeah. Alaska's state flag is the Big Dipper and then the North Star.
Oh, cool.
And not that I have like a lot of attachment to Alaska, but I think it would make a good tattoo.
That'd make a sick tattoo.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Have you ever played BioShock,
Yes.
like the original?
Yes.
I always thought it would be cool to get the little chain tattoos that he has on his wrist.
That would be actually sick.
I always thought that was cool.
That
and
would be-
I think that's the only tattoo I would get.
That'd be wicked sick. I've heard that once you get one tattoo, though, it's kind of like, Now
you
you're in
have to
it.
get more.
yeah. It's kind of like, I don't know, like Fortnite skins. Did I
Are
do
you
it
doing
again?
it again?
Stop.
Put your phone on the
I'm
table.
putting it down. I'm just like holding
my
it.
gosh.
Jeez. All right. Ryan, any tattoos?
I'm not really a tattoo
I
person.
didn't read you as one. Yeah.
I don't know. Like, My go-to, I feel like when I was younger, I'd be like, oh, if I had to get a tattoo, I'd get like a yin yang, but I feel like that's like
Yeah.
kind of basic. No offense to anybody who has that
It's like
tattoo.
a little basic, like a little like cultural appropriation. you know, like, yeah.
Yeah.
But you liked what you liked back in the day.
Yeah, right.
I've gone through a few different like like a bunch of different like ideas. I'll just like share my most recent. The one that I'm like probably going to get is like on my forearm. I haven't decided which arm. This arm's got like a weird like kind of bump scar thing, so maybe not this one, but probably the left one. But basically I'm gonna get like a D20, which is like a 20-sided dice, with like a heart on the like in the middle, like like.
Aw.
So I don't know. It's just like something I think might be cute and something that I like, and I really like Dungeons and Dragons. So that'd be my little.
Oh, that's nice.
That's cool.
My heart's in it.
There's a company there's a few companies that do like professional temporary tattoos.
Ooh.
And I just got one a while ago, and it's from Inkbox, and the box comes and it says temporary bad decisions.
Nice.
Yeah. And it doesn't take very long to apply, and it lasted for like 2 weeks. There's a couple of dots still there.
That's
but
awesome. You should get like the.
I got Orion,
Oh,
the
cool.
constellation.
Oh,
yeah.
Orion's my
Ooh.
favorite constellation because
Right.
Right.
But
Yeah.
that's it. Wait. So
Inkbox.
Inkbox.
Yeah, our other sponsor.
Yeah. Would you
Yep.
just talk about them? Yeah.
They are great. Also, code for 300% off your purchase is
you.
sweaty.
Wow.
Just sweaty. Wow.
Yeah.
Get on the Inkbox and make like 200% back of whatever you pay. That's awesome. Sweet.
Were lip tattoos ever like a thing for you guys
Lip
in my high
tattoos?
Have you
school?
seen Black Panther?
Well, yes.
Yeah.
But even before that, like a bunch of girls in my grade would just get lip tattoos.
Weird.
Like vibes tattooed on like their
Oh,
inner lip.
vibes though.
Yeah,
I might-
like something like that, like love or vibes just on their
See, I
lip.
might get vibes though. Like before, I was like, "That's dumb," but vibes, like,
Vibe,
no, I would never get a lip tattoo. That sounds horribly painful and like,
it goes
Does
away.
look painful.
what?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
the skin on your lip, I guess,
Regenerate.
regenerates.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like if you were to get a tattoo on like the palm of your hand or like the bottom of your foot, it would wear off because that skin like
No way.
Yeah.
Mhm.
or at least like fade like a lot.
So
That-
they
I
could
think-
just like constantly be like, "This is my fresh new look," and then it'd be gone
Yeah,
in
and
no
then it
time.
leaves.
There's a lot of celebrities who've gotten lip tattoos, and then like a few months later, they talk about it on late shows, and they're like, "Yeah, it used to be here."
How quickly does it go away?
I don't know.
Probably
a
couple
year
m-
maybe?
months.
I don't know.
Because like, yeah, I guess like that's
Let's
stuff's
Google
always.
it. We have the internet. It's 2018.
Wow, lip
Mm.
tattoos. All right, well then that obviously is the next question.
lip tattoo.
You're gonna get a lip tattoo. What word
I'm
do you get there?
This says 1 to 5 years.
Oh,
Oh.
it's a little
So this is
longer
a
than I
big
thought.
decision. 1 to 5 years of having
That's like a big
a lip tattoo.
gap. I feel like.
What's the word?
Man, there's a couple of like short word tattoos that I'd get, but I don't think I'd get them on the inside of my lip.
But
Like,
like in this situation,
I feel
you
like
have
I'd want. Yeah, no, I know. I feel like I'd want to do some kind of pun.
That's probably a good idea. Yeah.
I think I'd do the word cold sore.
Oh,
I'd be like, oh, I have this awful cold sore on my lip, and then I'd pull it down. It's, oh, it says cold sore.
it's like if the girl wasn't gonna kiss you before, she definitely
Yeah,
isn't now.
yeah.
That's like that is a definite no. Yeah.
That's it. That's
Cold
the
sore,
that's
not
that's
bad.
the reason for it.
Ryan, what would your lip tattoo be?
I don't know, like hello. Or,
Is that how you would greet people?
Hello. Nice.
I don't know. No, I wouldn't do that. I've heard of people getting lip tattoos at, like bars or restaurants or something. It's like you get a discount if you have like the name of the place like tattooed on you somewhere, so people get it on the lip because then it will fade.
Ah.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Have you guys heard of stick and poke tattoos?
Yes.
No.
What are those again?
Stick and poke. So it's like you do it. They're kind of like DIY tattoos.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And they like anybody can like learn how to do it and stuff. My friends did them.
Are they permanent?
Pretty permanent. They'll be on there for like like 5 years or longer. Yeah.
Wow, and just anybody can just be like doing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That sounds super scary.
It right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But they one of my friends did them when I was in New York last year, and it turned out pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah, they weren't blurry or anything. on the same subject, my best friend has a tattoo machine that her uncle got for her 16th birthday.
Whoa!
I kid you not. Yeah.
Did she use it?
crazy.
On like fruits and stuff.
That's
to like practice.
that's all. Does she want to be like a tattoo artist?
Not no.
No, she just kind of has one, and her uncle was like, "I'm gonna encourage this passion that you don't have."
Yeah, she's a really good artist.
Oh,
So
okay.
she draws a
That's
lot.
neat.
Yeah.
Sweet. I'd probably. I don't know. I know I said a word, but like I kind of have an idea for a tiny picture. Will you guys allow it?
Okay.
Just this once.
Yes.
Just one, thank you. All right, so I'd probably get. Do you guys know Adventure Time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'd probably get like Jake the dog inside like the little pocket. Like there's like the episode where he's like inside of like a little like inside of Finn's pocket. So I'd probably like have him like hiding in there.
Oh, that's a
cool.
cute
Like,
tattoo.
oh, where's Jake? Like, oh, there he is. I don't know.
I like that.
Yeah.
That could be like a fun tattoo to have just in general too.
Yeah.
I've thought of Adventure Time tattoos that I want to have just because that show means a lot to me.
Hmm.
Do you guys have any like shows that mean a lot to you? Adventure Time Chowder, big ones for me. Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, another classic.
The Misadventures of Flapjack was big in my childhood. I loved
Yep.
that show.
Same time as Chowder,
Well,
same era.
Ben 10 when I was.
Oh,
in
yeah.
Yeah.
For
Yep,
me. It
yep,
sort of
yep.
launched my YouTube career.
Yeah, one might say he's got like a couple parody videos that have millions of views. One might say that, and it is true.
Hypothetic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ben 10,
hypothetically.
The British Five. Look it up.
I watched a lot more movies than TV shows, but I was a big fan of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
That's a classic. Have you
Yeah.
seen the pictures of Tom Hanks as Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood for the movie adaptation of his life?
Yes.
He looks pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm kind of vibing on it.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of like biopics right now. Like we've got Bohemian Rhapsody. Looks
Oh, that
pretty
looks really
good.
good.
It looks. It doesn't exactly look like Freddie Mercury, but he looks like he's got the vibe right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing with Rocket
Rocket
Man.
Man.
Yeah, Rocket Man looks awesome. And
A
Vice
Star-
A Star
recently.
is Born.
Vice. What's Vice?
Vice is the guy who directed The Big Short. Is directing a movie about Dick Cheney.
Huh. Oh, yeah, yeah. I've heard
And
that.
Christian Bale plays him, and he looks
He has something coming out for that too, I
astounding.
think.
Yeah.
Star is Born.
Is that
Not a biopic, but like,
just a movie
It's-
coming out?
yeah, it's like a remake of like a story.
It's a
or
reboot of
something,
like a
I think.
reboot
Yeah.
of maybe another reboot. Like
But
there
it
might
looks-
be a few.
It looks real good.
It's getting
coming out
pretty
this
pretty
weekend.
wild reviews. Also coming out, Venom.
Wait, did you see it
Venom.
or no? Did you
Is
see
that
it today?
is it out yet?
Venom? No, it's Thursday.
Oh no, it's tomorrow. I keep thinking that you guys
Are
are
you-
going
yeah,
tonight.
we're going
that
tomorrow.
You went tonight, but you're going tomorrow.
Are you guys gonna see Venom?
I want to see Venom very badly. It's either really good or really
Yeah,
bad.
what are the
Either
reviews
way,
saying
it's
about
good.
Venom?
Oh, they're wild.
Really?
Yeah, so it got like a 4 out of 10 from IGN. People have been like, I have no idea how to review it. Somebody was like, I'm gonna give it like 5 like alien question marks.
The first thing that comes up is Venom may very well be the dumbest film of the year.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so
no.
excited
Oh
to
my
see it.
gosh.
Like, here's the thing. I know I'm gonna laugh no matter what, just nonstop.
Yeah.
And then, oh yeah, another person was like, I don't know if I'm laughing with Venom or at Venom, but I laughed for more than half of this movie. And it's just like, that's what
That's
I
so
wanted.
wild because like Tom Hardy is such a good actor.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's-
I love
But I
Tom
knew from
Hardy.
the first trailer, I was like,
oh yeah.
oh, this is gonna be.
I remember I
just
showed it to you,
garbage.
and you were
Yeah.
like,
Aw,
what?
man.
Yeah. Mel, what are your thoughts on Venom?
I'll probably end up seeing it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Does everybody in this room keep up on the MCU? I know this is not MCU,
Yes.
but similar vein.
Everybody see Infinity War?
Yes.
Oh.
Have you not seen
No.
Infinity War?
No, I haven't. Okay, when it came out, I was literally like the busiest I've ever been in my entire life.
Have you seen all the other MCU films?
No. I will watch them. I have
Oh my
nothing
gosh.
against
What
them.
haven't you seen?
Like the vast majority. But I saw Ant-Man and the Wasp in theaters,
Oh, see,
and
I
that was
haven't seen
that was a big accomplishment for me.
That was
Mo,
good.
you have to watch them all. Then
I know,
again,
I
A
know.
director.
then again, Ryan hasn't seen the Lord of the Rings movies.
Soon.
Neither have I.
I've
Mo-
seen parts of them.
Mo-
I've seen parts of them. I haven't seen
I've
like
seen
all of
parts
them.
of
This
but
this radio show was canceled for like
I've seen The
until
Hobbit.
everyone's seen
I've read
them.
The Hobbit. I've seen The Hobbit, the first movie, and half of. I've seen the barrel scene in the second one, the second
You have not even seen close to the Lord
I've
of the
read
Rings.
the book.
The Hobbits are not. Ooh boy! All right, it's fine. Have you guys seen the Harry Potter movies?
Yes,
Yeah.
and read the
No,
books.
I read the
Oh.
books.
No.
I never saw the movies.
Really? That's a weird.
We
combo.
have them all up in the apartment.
Oh,
So come on by.
What about Star Wars?
Yes.
A Star
Oh, yes.
Wars
I
is
love
born.
Star Wars.
Yeah, love Star Wars.
I've seen all the Star Wars movies multiple times and read books.
I have nice. So you go deep. You go hard on the Star Wars.
I'm bigger on Star Wars than Marvel.
Okay, no, I feel that I think it's been around for longer. It's like
Yeah.
there's a lot of. Do you watch the shows like Clone Wars and stuff?
Yeah.
Nice.
I dig
Um,
Star Wars Rebels. That was a good one.
Sick. I've heard things. I've heard mixed things.
Yeah,
if I'm being-
that's- no,
so,
no,
you
that's
know,
fair.
What else? What was it? Star Wars?
did you like episode 8?
I have mixed thoughts on episode 8.
That's okay. Honestly, Star Wars purists, I feel like the people who are the most critical of Star Wars Episode 8. Personally, it's my favorite Star Wars movie of all time.
Mm.
That's,
Oh, really?
That's my vibe.
Huh.
I know that's kind of a bold statement, but it's like everything I want in a Star Wars movie, like without even knowing it, and I was blown away by it. Ryan, you love Star Wars
I
too.
love Star
Yeah.
Wars.
You go hard for
Yes.
Star Wars.
What?
You go hard for Star
I go
Wars.
hard for Star Wars.
I haven't
yeah.
seen Solo.
I haven't
Neither
either.
have I.
I haven't
I
either.
have.
What were your thoughts, Mo? You seem like a.
I liked it.
That's what I've heard. Star Wars purists kind of like Solo in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the Star Wars stories that are being created because the cinematography stays a little bit truer to the like the original ones, which like is
Do
good
they
and
do
bad.
Wipes?
Do they do what?
Like wipe transitions.
I don't remember.
Okay, because those are just like
Yeah.
classic Star Wars.
Yeah, I don't remember. But no, like it was good. There were definitely parts of it that were like kind of questionable, but as a whole movie, I didn't have any
Okay.
like thing
Cool,
against
cool.
it.
All
They
right,
showed it out on the quad.
What are we hoping for
Yeah.
for episode 9?
Just like I want a lightsaber battle that's like on par with Revenge of the Sith, where it's
Yeah.
just like
Here's
I mean, it
the
doesn't have to
thing.
be exactly the same
Here's the
style
thing.
because I know the styles are different now, but just like that length at least. I just want like
Yeah,
a really
I want
long,
length,
epic
yes,
battle
I
would
where there's
want
a length.
lightsabers involved.
I would want essentially the forest lightsaber fight from episode 7, but the length of the Revenge of the Sith fight.
Okay.
Personally, that's like my favorite lightsaber fight.
Mhm.
Is that one? I don't know. I would like to see like Force ghosts, but I'd like to see
Ooh.
them appear to both Rey and Kylo. I
Mm.
think there's a lot to be said about like what the not inherently bad parts of the dark side of the Force are. I think it's a really interesting conversation that could be had. I don't know if they're going that way at all.
Yeah.
But I mean, my ideal movie would have a lot of that going on.
The one
so,
thing I will say for the Star Wars franchise, they're very good at surprising everyone,
yeah,
Mm.
so true, so true.
especially with the new movies.
I'm hoping for also like a 10 to 15 year time jump.
Oh, really?
Like I want to see like a bunch of like new young Jedi, like fresh Jedi faces, and like Rey and Kylo are super powerful. Like they're just like they are ready to go, and we
Mhm.
see them just throw the frick down.
I'm very interested to see what they do with Leia's character.
Me too. Yeah, I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
I think they've got a. I've heard they've got some stuff. Like
Yeah.
they'll be like they're okay. So
Yeah,
it's probably gonna open with her funeral, like
or something.
something. It's gonna be sad,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but it happens.
Isn't there a new trilogy being made
There is.
by Ryan Johnson?
There is a new
Yeah,
Ryan
it's making,
Johnson
like, a-
trilogy happening. I forget the time period. Joe would probably know, but there is another Star Wars trilogy coming. There's also a series coming for.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Like a. I don't know if it's enough. There's like a new Star Wars series coming. Oh, it's probably gonna be on the Disney streaming service. And the guy who directed what was it, Iron Man 3? He's the guy who plays Happy in the Iron Man movies. He's gonna be directing them.
Yeah.
Who also directed?
Is that Kevin Feige or no?
No.
It's yeah, I know who you're talking about though.
Yeah.
The guy who played Happy directed
Yeah,
Iron
right.
Man
He's directed
3?
quite a few good
He
old
didn't,
films.
didn't he direct the first Iron Man?
I think it was Iron Man 1,
Yeah.
maybe
Oh,
Iron Man
wow.
3.
Yeah.
I'm probably butchering
he's like
what
a director,
what
I
his
think.
credentials are, but yeah, he's great.
Dang.
Yeah, I mean, we could almost wrap it up. There is one last thing, obviously, we have to do. We did do one segment last year or last show, and it's the ASMR corner.
Oh
the favored segment. So everybody look around the room, find something you can ASMR with, and just put it up in that mic and get ASMR wiggity wild. So it's a little loud, sorry everybody. I'm sorry. Kumquat. Did you know that Ryan really likes ASMR?
Did you know that there's such a thing as Fortnite ASMR?
Have you listened to it?
Yes. It's really relaxing.
I bet it is. It really is. Alright, well, we're coming out of the ASMR zone now. And we're back. Alright. Well, thank you again for joining us on Madmen On Air. I'm Ryan Pavelski.
I'm Ryan Cannister.
I'm Mo Stratton.
I'm Trace Reynolds.
Thank you once again. We have a show coming up in a couple weeks. Not this week, but next week, Saturday. So come check us out there. And keep it sweaty, everybody. See y'all later.
Good.